Slayer has been activated.
I can never rule as king, so long as you are the only one they fear.
What is going on? We're doing it. We're doing it live, buddy. We're back again. The consistency of it all. Can you believe it?
That's hold on. Let me lower this.
All right. You want to just alt tab because you can hear the game? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Just alt tab out of that. Maybe it'll go away.
Wow.
There you go. That should do it.
It won't stop.
You just how's that? That sounds
Wait
like
a
I can't
second.
hear it.
Oh, there's another game somewhere else.
There's games everywhere. So
There's
many
games all over the place.
Yeah, games all over the shop.
Hold on.
How's everybody doing in chat? We got both of them up on both screens, on Hugo's side, on my side. We can see y'all.
Wait a second. Let me. Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm hearing right now.
You're probably hearing Doom 2.
Okay.
Yeah. Which, by the way, spoiler, we're going to play a little Doom 2.
We are going to play a little Doom 2.
That's the thing we're going to do. Because we said we would. And so now we're paying it forward.
Hold on a second.
What's going on, noob guy? How are you doing? What's going on, Doom Dominion? Those are some YouTube shout-outs. I got, let's see. Don't worry, Yeet 501st Street with the completionists. We, oh, wait, you're talking about...
Okay, my God. I just had to shut it off. I just couldn't get it off.
You just couldn't stand it. You didn't want to hear it anymore.
I couldn't take it. Too many knobs. Hello, chat. What are you doing? What's going on? Sorry.
They're watching us have audio fun, really. That's what we're up to.
That's it.
Yeah.
You watch me try to figure out how to shut off the volume on something. Like a true Gen Xer. How do you get this thing to work?
My emails. Like, what do you mean it's on my phone?
Where's the controller? How you guys doing? What's going on?
Good. You're getting some shout outs for, how do I say this name? Alkins9719 is trying to ask, is that a fresh cut, Hugo? Your hair's looking fresh.
It's a haircut. I'm going on vacation here. I got very strict instructions to.
What are the instructions?
From my wife to clean it up. Yep. And then we're gonna not have too long of a stream tonight. We're gonna do some classic Doom. We're gonna dive into the design story of Dark Ages, and then we're gonna play. I believe we're up to Seed, and then we'll call it. So the Mr. Nerdy Rogers portion of this show. Can't go too long because then I do have to go. I got a list. Let me show you guys.
Oh,
I do. Let's listen to how I get spoken to here. This is let's just share it with the chat. Let's see.
Let's take a little peek into the married life.
That's right.
Yeah, into partnership.
It says specific, nice, clean, plain shirts, black or white. Whatever color, just nothing loud. And when she says nothing loud, it means no Cthulhu shirts or Gundam shirt. That's what that means.
No fun.
That means
shirts.
Dressed like a sophisticated person.
I see.
Also, and no cargo pants. Or cargo shorts, I should say.
What about what are you gonna do without all those pockets?
I don't know what I'm gonna do without cargo shorts and branded T-shirts is my jam. You know, so like I'm keeping cargo shorts, uncool for the rest of us. So I don't know what's the deal with cargo shorts. Like people got a thing against cargo.
People
shorts.
love them or they hate them. There's no in between. That's true.
I like them.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, they're very functional.
That's what chat, right? They're functional, good things.
Chaotic
cargo
Lore
shorts
says,
are dad coded.
I mean,
listen,
not wrong, probably.
I think they're good. They have utility.
It's like is it like the Ford F-150 of shorts? Is that what it is?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. And then yes, try to find a black short sleeve button. A lot of orders going on, chat. That's what I'm saying. she's that's what I'm gonna run out here to do, is go buy my little Halloween costume.
Your little travel to Europe Halloween sophisticated Hugo costume. I like that.
That's right. We have new lighting, chat, so the eczema lighting is a little bit softened. And my setup here is crazy. It feels very professional.
I'm telling you, man.
Like I have circular lights and mood lighting in the background, and it's awesome. It's fantastic.
It's a good setup.
So yeah, we're gonna love these videos. Hugo and Josh just wanted to ask some stuff. How old is Doomslayer in the Dark Ages? Because he looks like he's younger.
Yeah.
He's definitely in his heyday. Youthful.
That's right.
So that's yeah.
Salad days / Dark Ages. Right. Yeah. It's in there though. It's implied.
Yes. No, it's totally implied. I'm gonna check really quick because I'm always curious. Like, how are our numbers?
Yeah, guys. Chat. Tell our numbers. Yeah.
Where are we at right now, chat?
Where are we at on numbers on Twitch, on YouTube? Sound off. What's the viewership right now? We need updates on the stats.
That's right. I like the stats. The stats
it's nice
matter.
To know.
And we've got. Yeah, we're getting up there. Nice. We're going up.
Okay.
With the number 6. Usually we're at like 1,000.
We feel comfortable over 1,000. Yeah, we'd like over 1,000.
That's what I would prefer.
Yeah.
Yes.
If we can make that happen.
But I'm excited. I'm excited to go into a little bit of the design story. How was your week, Josh? Anything interesting?
It was good, man. Yeah, dude. Night Rain, like we were talking about, Elden Ring Night Rain came out last Thursday night / Friday. That's pretty much all I played. That's the 3-player Elden Ring kind of remix on a battle royale, and it's a lot of fun. It's just as convoluted, some of the stuff as even though it's not Miyazaki, and like there's like remembrances that are like little things you can kind of unlock and get more about your character and eventually get more skins. Because man, let me tell you, just like people, everybody in chat has been losing their minds about all the Slayer skins, which for good reason, they're beautiful. But man, some of the ones, they've never done a version like, because with Soul stuff, they always call it like Fashion Souls, because it's like all the crap you can get, like all these different armor sets. But they've never done this version where it's like straight callbacks to other Dark Souls games, like Yuria from Dark Souls 3. Like you can just get her skin as an executor. Like there's all kinds of callbacks that people are kind of like losing their minds over. So it's been fun, man. What about you? What's been going on from last weekend to now?
Just more Doom. That's all I play. I told the team today you gotta help me out.
I gotta take a break.
Yeah. I gotta get back to playing other stuff. But I'm just doing like a lot of nightmare runs, and still we just launched, so there's a lot of data to collect. Same with Eternal. We're able to update the game in a lot of ways live. Mm-hmm. So you just want to really pay attention in those opening weeks to make sure that we just, tighten up the experience. We go from like a couple hundred people playing the game during UR tests to like a couple million, so you collect a lot of data, pretty quick. And so that's all. And talking so much with the awesome community that we have. So many of you guys help out so much. I can't thank you guys enough. I mean, there's like, Josh gets the documents, like we get organized documents from you guys that are just super helpful. And I got a lot of, questions that I ask people, and, just very, very amazing stuff. Got an awesome community of people who are really into stuff. So
it's true. I mean, they've leveled up with us over the years, right? Because at first it'd just be like, here's a piece of feedback, but it's hard to action on, or it's not that constructive. And over the years, everybody's just gotten better at being like, at where you drop it, at how you drop it, at how you frame it, to give it like context of, okay, if you don't like a thing, that's fine. Is it something you don't like because of a personal preference? Is it something you don't like because you think everybody's running into that? And then what's possibly, even though you're not potentially a game dev yourself, like what do you think your version of maybe what could make it better is? And when we get all this context, and it's really, really helpful. It's great. Yeah, no, totally. And it's really, really good. No, there's no more red face alley karate. We've got new lighting here. I think we could even do more to do that. But that's now. I think we've made good improvements. Was there jujitsu today or no? There was none. That's a problem. I gotta get some more of that in there, because I'm
I'm a little lazy these days with everything going on. But yeah, it's been going. And I'm gonna go on vacation, chat. So we're not gonna see you for a couple of weeks.
That's right.
But we're here today. Somebody asked me, is there any romance between Thera and Doom Guy? No, there is not. They are just they are coworkers.
That's right.
You know, they're keeping it correct. But yeah, I'm excited to play some classic Doom today. I do. I want to show the fans like where this stuff came from. You know, like the design story. Every game has a design story, right?
Yep.
And the start of every project I play classic Doom, and I don't know, it just hit me right away when I loaded it up this time how slow the projectiles move. I talked about in a lot of marketing stuff. And so it's never, look, I get that there's passionate fans from each version of Doom.
Sure.
And we love that there's this discussion. I see it all the time. Like,
yeah,
you guys are funny. It's always like, I was literally about to try, you know what? I'm going to send it. So the only social platform that I'm on, because I'm super lame, is the Facebook. Everybody who's here, how many people here in the chat are on the Facebook Doom forum? Because that's the one that I'm on.
That private group.
Yeah. And I post on there. You guys see me on there, right? Does anybody see me on there? Yes.
I'm getting confirmation. Yep, I'm seeing some. Mr. Sunshine 40 says me. Giving some Vishnu, Salim, Jake. Yes, I've seen some people saying yes. Somebody also saying, "What do you mean there is one? Never used Facebook anymore." Fair. Oh, that's fair.
I don't even think my kids know what Facebook is. but let me see.
They're like, nobody owns Instagram. Instagram owns Instagram. How do you spell that?
Hold on, I'm just gonna Sekiro. It's Sekiro.
Sekiro. Yeah, Sekiro.
Yes, it is.
Sekiro.
I always screw that up.
Speaking of which,
so I saw today, everybody was posting like the order of their favorite new Dooms. And then,
okay.
Fights break out.
Of course.
So now I'm
Are you participating?
Yeah, just to troll.
Oh, okay.
So my list is, so they did the 3, like people are doing like, you know, Doom 2016, you know, blah, 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 Eternal TDA or TDA.
Is this only Modern Trilogy or is it all of them? We're just doing
I think right now it's Modern Trilogy.
Okay,
that seems to be the move. So I'm gonna post mine. Mine was Doom 1993, GoldenEye, Sekiro.
Oh, GoldenEye and Sekiro. That's a good mix.
Right, chat. GoldenEye's got to be on there. Come on.
Did you see, dude? Speaking of which, huge news today. Not even kidding. It sounds like I'm kidding because when's the last time you heard huge news for GoldenEye? But IO, the same people that make Hitman, they just announced they're doing a GoldenEye. Like they just announced it today. That's huge. Yeah, that's crazy.
It is.
Yeah,
that is really cool. Somebody just wrote, "I wasn't born in the '70s, so I don't use Facebook." Well, guess what, buddy? I was. Yeah.
They're really getting us today. They're coming at us.
Yeah. No, I saw that. I did see that. Plus, I saw that there was going to be a new James Bond game made by the Hitman team.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like a.
I guess sorry.
I'm sorry. I said GoldenEye, but I think it's like 007.
Yes.
Chat. What's the name? What's the name of the new one? Help us.
We're like Lightfire or something.
Yeah. I can't remember what the name of it is.
But it looks.
But I mean, that's a great team, man. Like the Hitman stuff is super solid. Oh yeah, totally aligned.
Dude, that'll be sick.
Yeah.
That'll be totally really, really good.
First Light. That's what it's called. First Light. Yep. Thank you, Vanilla.
No. Yes.
YouTube. Yeah. 007 First Light. Which is interesting because they have that. I don't know if it's a problem or if it's a what's the word for it? An opportunity, right? Because they're trying to recast James Bond over in the UK right now for new movies, right?
Yes.
There's a lot of good options because I've seen a lot of Tom Hardy thrown around. Idris Elba. I mean, there's a lot of good options.
There's so much ruckus about everything all the time that you understand why selecting the next James Bond is such a challenge. You know, like
that's
they're
true.
Like as soon as somebody hears anything, they're like, "What?" You know,
what do you
he's
mean?
Such a great. He's such a great, interesting, awesome character. It's funny to say that like Roger Moore, when I was a kid, was our James Bond. Now I realize that hasn't aged very well, but he was still really cool.
He was.
You know, like
that's true.
He was he got into a Lotus. I remember this like vividly as a kid. It was a white Lotus, and then it jumped over a bridge and went underwater and turned into a submarine. And my little 8-year-old brain, or however the hell old I was,
Exploded.
like melted.
Yeah.
You know, it was just like, oh my God, that's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
You know, we got to get. I heard that. I don't know. I heard that you were talked about this last week. That new comedy's really, really good.
Friendship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's like some good stuff coming on again.
Brother, I got to tell you about one that I saw on Friday. So there are these two Australian guys. Are they brothers? They might be. It's an A24 movie, which to A24's credit, they do so much stuff. It's hard to say what is an A24 movie anymore. However, this is a return to form from like the Ari Aster, like Hereditary level of A24, where you get what you think you're going to get. So it's called Bring Her Back. These two brothers made Talk to Me, which was cool.
Right.
But it kind of like, first half of it's amazing. Last third of it kind of like has a little bit of a genre identity, I'll say. But Bring Her Back is crazy. It's very good. It's really messed up. I like it.
They're YouTubers, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I heard Moist Critical or Penguin Zero, whatever his name is, talk about that. Yeah. No, I heard that's really good. Chad, is it really good?
Have you guys seen it? I'm seeing somebody in chat. By the way, you know what I'm about to drink right now? Are you seeing this? Do you see what this is? I ordered this and it just showed up today.
Dude, that looks awesome.
This is Doom the Dark Ages Juvie Orange Dream Rejuvenating Energy. So I'm not an energy drinker, so this is about to mess me up. You're about to watch a horror movie right now, so
yeah. I don't do the energy drinks, even when we go to QuakeCon.
Ooh, it's nice though. Ooh, okay. 0 sugar, 5 calories. Shit, that's a lot of caffeine. It says it's over 127 something milligrams. I'm gonna try to survive. Also, for everybody in chat, go ahead and whip out your phone and scan that QR code.
Back it up a little bit.
How's that? Yeah. Scan that QR code. It'll get you to a page where you give them your personal information so you can get the Onyx skin. I'm going to hold it up on screen for another 10 seconds because it's harder to do. Oh, I lost focus. There we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Join the Juvie Nation is what we're trying to say and get you an Onyx skin today.
That's awesome. We talked, not announcing anything, chat, because you guys know that we're making a DLC, but we had a lot of juicy DLC conversations today, Josh. Some fun stuff. So,
boy.
No spoilers, chat, but we got to let marketing do their job. But we got some good stuff, talking about some good stuff. So we're very excited and hard at work on supporting this game.
That's right.
And loving the engagement, seeing what y'all have been doing with it, and it's good stuff. And is the Slayer getting no? Archvile for DLC. That's a good suggestion. Bring back the Atlan Factory. Pretty cool. Horde mode. Get ready. Yeah. There's lots of stuff that we're talking about. So
it's a
Paint
good
Elementals
idea being thrown around.
Yeah. Paint Elementals. We got. You guys are making some good suggestions here. So now we're it's a fun loop to explore, and especially kind of similar to Doom Eternal with the DLC, you're able to kind of like, push it and explore different AI combinations, like make some different AI that like do some different things, push the player in different ways. So I think we'd all agree. I think there's some balance issues with the DLCs, but they are some of our most dynamic combat setups. So,
with Ancient Gods Part 1 and 2. Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
I actually this week, chat, I raided. I didn't raid, but I popped into a couple of people's streams. You guys don't believe me when I go into your stream. And I realize you're like, why is it 12:31 in the morning and the director of Doom is in my stream? That can't really be him. With this super nondescript YouTube page that just says his name and nothing else. It seems super fake, but that's really me.
That's him.
Because I put zero effort into any of my social media platforms. Nothing. I don't have a Twitter. I have a Twitter, but I never use it. I guess I have a YouTube thing, but I never use it. And just to be able to comment. And the only things I ever comment on are your guys' stream. So I busted into, is Raytro here? I had to, Raytro didn't believe me. Yeah, Devo. Oh, yeah. Devo, I was,
Devo, you're in
Maynard's.
his?
Yes, I was on Maynard's stream.
Hell yeah.
And, dude, Lawrence Sontag, shout out to Lawrence. So I couldn't sleep last night.
Mm-hmm.
And I did the thing, chat. Do you guys do this where like you fall asleep on the couch, get up to go to bed?
And you ruined it somehow?
Spent like just a minute more than you should have.
Yeah.
And then your body just wakes up. Is that not the worst?
Yeah.
I think that's the worst thing in the world.
It is. Because you're like, that wasn't just the preamble. That wasn't the nap. That was it. It's over.
Yeah.
I can't relax again.
That's it. And your body's like, cool, let's start. Oh my God, I want to. What are you doing? And so it's like 2 a.m. and I turn it on and just Lawrence is locked in on his Ultra Nightmare run. It's just like hyper focused. It was awesome. He's always playing the game.
Yeah.
And then I saw Maynard, Raytro, like, so I just popping into everybody's chat.
Everybody's doing Ultra Nightmare on those, right? There's a lot of those people running.
Pandemonium, a lot of people doing Pandemonium. And no, it was cool. It was really cool to see people and
right.
Raytro, is he here? Because he was.
Let's see, Raytro. He could be on either platform. Raytro, let's hear you if you're here, either on YouTube.
Devo, I gotta pop into Devo's stream. I really, really appreciate the support, man. And I love like Spud Hunter. It's got really good feedback. Spud, I promise we will be providing you with the meaty challenge, my friend. Don't worry about it. Like in various updates and in a variety of ways, we will definitely give you an increased challenge in terms of setups. Oh, Raytro's live. Yeah. He's.
Oh, there you go. He's streaming right now.
Yeah, there you go.
And MMA Fro, shout outs to, or MMAfro, I don't ever know how to say his name because there's so many interpretations, but they've been sending me their times. They're down to like 4 hours and 30 minutes for an 100% speed run. That's doing all the challenges, all the weapon completes. Crazy. Pretty insane.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That's cool.
They're so good. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's weekly challenges and eternal. I don't know. I do think that Josh and I really, really love the Slayers Club live. Yeah, Slayers Club. So like, I think as much as we could continue to support that little, it acts as like an online community center and just we love doing things from there. I believe the fix for the Berserker trophy is on its way. Yes. So we are very sorry about that. There was in the middle of Lawrence's stream, his shield. We had a shield bug where his shield went away. Luckily, he was able to restart.
Okay, good.
The checkpoint, but thank God.
Yeah.
I felt.
Because on an Ultra Nightmare, you're like, oh God, please don't make it a shield thing. It has to go on. Oh, all right. We need to do some shout outs before we do a little bit of Mr. Rogers. So shout out time. There's very few left, but there was 666 of these beautiful graphics cards. Again, Hugo, it's nuts how much stuff we've been able to do with the gear store, with all the different partners we work with. This one's a particularly fun one. And everybody that's like, how dare you? I want that yellow key card. I don't need this GPU. There might be a thing later on in the year, in the fall, or maybe even in the winter where those key cards are bundled. There just might be. This one is like probably the coolest one. We talked about doing this forever, with Bethesda, with Xbox. So and again, we gave a shout out to Zaus last week because we ran across one of his paintings in the game, right? Look at the Atlans.
So good.
Yeah, it's a good one. But this is another Zaus original, Doom the Bark Ages. Again, if you scan the QR code in the corner of your screen, every single purchase of a shirt for yourself or your friends or whoever you're getting them for, you get this beautiful shirt, which, by the way, they sent me. I think they're shipping in a couple weeks, but they sent me one that I could open up live to show how good the colors are.
Oh man,
on screen.
Love it.
Look at that. Look at that.
It's
Look at that
so
boy.
good.
Yeah. So go get you one right now. And again, 100% of the net proceeds to be donated by Microsoft to the 3 amazing animal shelters.
Yeah, that is really awesome.
It was cool too because the way that they spread out, it was kind of like one on the West Coast, one on the East Coast, one in the middle of America. So it was kind of like, we're kind of getting a little bit of all the coverage. So definitely helps the dogs and the cats, and that's just feels good, right? Yeah.
And his art is so good.
I know, it just keeps evolving and getting better and better. This is the latest version of the things I think that are all still in stock right now. Again, I think you've got that mouse right now in front of you, don't you? The Corsair one,
I do.
the wireless one.
Yep, it's amazing.
Yeah, that's a good one. Again, it has like customizable RGB, so that red can be changed to another color. The mini collectibles, I think, are shipping soon, like maybe this week or next week. The lithograph, again, of the standard key art is put it on everything. It's beautiful. Love that. The logo tee, of course. And then they have, so this is the Elgato. This is unhooked. This isn't hooked up right now. Hugo has one of these in front of him right now, too. But this is the one that Elgato sells of the Stream Deck. But then there was also the same Stream Deck, but a specific unique skin that the Bethesda Gear Store has. So, I mean, there's lots of cool options for peeps out there. So, again, grab any of this stuff if you're interested while it's in stock. Speaking of which, the helmet, we can't gush about it enough. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's real. It lights up. It was a work of labor. Yeah, you guys crushed it. And then Emerson's, again, amazing concept art with the Slayer and Surratt.
I have that. I was wearing that today.
Nice. Love that. And that's that section. So, all right, I've got at least one more thing for Mr. Rogers' Corner, and it's so big it's going to be hard to show you on.
Yes.
Okay. So this is going to be all right. This is going to be another shout out. So I took a risk about a week and a half ago. I was in a very gullible mood, and I wanted to get something printed, and I just looked, and it was like one of the first internet things I came to. This is like right around Memorial Day. It said, get it printed in like a 24 by 30 something poster size on metal. And it was like, it went from like $800 to $80. And I was like, oh man, this is probably a scam. But I looked into it and it was like, no, this is a legit company. So I got Jack Bones print of our, of our previous thumbnail. Let me put this in frame here.
Oh my God, I love that image. Thumbnail.
And again, sorry for the green is obviously going to get blown out by the green screen, but this is the one, man.
That was such a great image.
Yeah.
That guy's that shit was so funny. So many funny details. You know,
this thing is enormous. So I was really glad I didn't get scammed. So it's real. I have it. It's a metal poster. It's enormous. I think it's canvaspeople.com. It sounds made up. Honestly,
so cool.
Don't hold me to that, but they did send it to me, and I did order it from them. So, and we might we might be working on a new one with him right now, Hugo. We might be.
That dude is talented.
Yeah,
he's that image is full of personality. I do love that it has this Scooby-Doo vibe to it too. It's like so perfect.
It really is.
The way he draws is very like Scooby-Doo, and I think that's just perfect.
Yeah, it's got that like whimsical, like there's like a mystery afoot type of, I don't know, there's just something in the styling of it that like harkens back to something. And the amount of references in that one, like there's Gen X energy drink. There's so many. Your dog is in there as a spirit dog. Like there's
yes.
It's crazy.
Hold on, Matt Frank. Curious to hear if you feel like you succeeded on weapon balance. In my Nightmare run, I felt like I could use any weapon, but didn't need to use any weapon. Is this desired? Yes, absolutely. I've heard people say that. Like, it's almost as if I could use any weapon. No, it's like you could use any weapon. Like that. Right. That is player freedom, because so much we want almost every weapon to be viable most of the time. There are certainly on Nightmare tactical choices to be made here and there, but the there's a cognitive load, that the player can a maximum amount of decisions we can ask you to make, and the fun zone is divided up into like different actions we want you to perform, so we keep your brain stimulated and you're making decisions. That's the core sauce of the modern Doom games, its design philosophy. And so when we created the shield, most of your decision making in Eternal was on your weapon wheel. Like I would dig through my pile of guns to find the right gun for the right enemy. Then we created the shield and the melee, so a lot of that decision making was transferred to my left hand. And then if I started to ask you to like min max too much with the guns and hot swap and stuff, and constantly switch at an increased rate, that became like overly complex and frustrating. So a lot of times when I see new players from Eternal jump right in, I think what you read a lot is it wasn't until the third act of the game that it finally clicked for me.
Right.
Because a lot of you Eternal guys have incredible skill. Your FPS skill is ridiculous. And I think you're able to get through the experience initially without even quote unquote playing it right. And there
Right.
is a right way to play, but inside of people claim that the fun zone is too restrictive. It's not. Like you don't have to. I mean, I'm gonna channel my inner Mayo here. You don't have to do sticky bombs into the Cacodemons
Right.
mouth in a turn.
Right.
We all know
Right.
this. You could triple shot lock on. You could ballista charge. You could
Yep.
do lots of things. You could grenade, but like so there's freedom inside the fun zone of different choices you can make, but there are things that we're asking you to do. Otherwise, we just have a point and click shooter, and you're going to play that for about 2 hours and get bored of it. So,
True.
the combat puzzle, that's always the combat puzzle that's worth your time to master. That's the theme of what we do. But
and to your point, there's
yeah,
more
so
than one way to master it, and that's the fun of it.
there's
right?
more than one way to master it,
Yeah.
and in Doom, the Dark Ages, just in the spirit of number one, classic Doom, because in classic Doom, most all the guns were viable, which is what this game is based on, as we'll see in a minute here. But also that there's room in your brain to focus on the shield stuff and the melee stuff, which is really what you're going to be doing spending most of your time doing. Kirk Collects had a great review, and he really got it. What I would really encourage everybody is that the true second half of the game's depth and the real fun zone, when you really get into it, is when you start riding the progression systems, when you start combining things. I'm going to do a little bit of that tonight to kind of show it off.
Yeah.
Where, like, for example, if I upgrade my gauntlet, I get a charge on my first shock. And then if I upgrade my chain shot, then on parry, it automatically charges up the chain shot. And then if I fully progress it, I get a massive AoE blast. So the loop might be to start stacking damage, to put together these combat sentences. Every action I perform, it's like every action I perform in Doom is like a single syllable word, and we combine those actions together to form like combat sentences or combos. That's part of our design philosophy. And another core principle is that the battlefield will present me with near limitless opportunities to create these combat sentences, and charge up these special abilities. So by mastering and using the entirety of my kit. So that's literally my GDC talk about what the hell we're doing. So
You're welcome. It was free.
Yes, and so I might see an Agadon, have my gauntlet upgraded, open with a punch, to put the shock on him, parry his next attack. Now my chain shot's charged. Now I hit him with the chain shot. That's just massive stacking of damage, because the shock, the chainsaw, and the shock multiplies the damage that the enemies take. That's just one way to do it, and each gun has its own meta that when combined with the rest of your tools. Mayo right now is exploring, the kick. The kick is super strong in your combo. You could open with a kick. Like, it's meant to, as you put these combat sentences together, we want you to be able to lock down and delete AI, and then that's pretty much what the game is. And you can do that with just about any gun that you want. Now, there's obviously like times to switch to weapons, but it's more strategic. It's more, I see a battlefield and I have some planning and some strategies where it's less proactive switching and less reactive switching, of weapons. So a lot of words, but I think that that's kind of the point of the game. People ask me and if you're playing well, then there is an abundance of ammo. But I do want to say that I would like to lower the ammo count for the rocket launcher, the grenade launcher, and the chain shot. I think that those guns are powerful enough that we could bring the ammo count for those down, and increase, the challenge, in the game, and get your brain just a little more stimulated. We don't want to annoy you guys. Like, it's not nerfing for the sake of nerfing. It's just to increase engagement,
That's fair. Yeah, because I mean, I feel like if you're still doing melee correctly, then you're getting ammo for almost anything you're using. Because like chain shot, and then there is the one. Isn't there one chain shot ammo upgrade through a encounter with, I can't remember whose heart you pull out for that, but
right.
Yeah, you have enough of it, I guess. And then as long as you're doing the dance enough where you're just not ignoring melee, which is obviously like a little bit too far outside of the fun zone, you're getting that ammo back enough to not be like super precious about how many shots you're taking and stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Yeah. No, we do. We don't want you, we want you to naturally be able to maintain your ammo counts. That was another thing that didn't feel good, was like overly restrictive ammo capacities. Now, that's not to say, I know like Tyler McVicker is passionate. He likes playing with lower
ammo count
resource.
Yeah,
Yeah, which I don't disagree. I think
fun.
it's really cool too.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think by adjusting some of the ammo count for the long, because Mayo right now is like messing around with, on his Pandemonium runs where you really got to be cautious, like taking out tyrants, using the grenade launcher behind a box. Totally good strat. Like that's actually what the point of it's for. But
because that's the arc and everything, right?
We like that you do that for a little bit. I just don't want you to be able to do that for too long. Like at some point, the game has to say, "Hey, okay,
that's enough."
That's it. Get in there, melee someone, then you could go back to doing that.
Yeah, that's fair.
But that's all we want to make. And then, listen, I realize there's like still, the where are the glory kills crowd, and like from all the playing that we've done for the people who actually play the game, it's not. I never said that. People like to have the clickbait, clicks and all that.
They need to talk about something.
Clickbait vids, exactly. Yeah. So I'm not saying that glory kills were ever tedious in Doom Eternal or Doom 2016. What I'm saying is in early development, the whole point of this is to feel like classic Doom with more enemies on screen, especially Doom 2. And we're going to show it to you guys. When I was stopping to do a glory kill per heavy, that was disrupting my flow. So as opposed to flowing through the space like Leonidas and just kind of putting myself in the right position to spin off to the next guy, whenever you do a glory kill animation, it lerps you to a different position, but even that little bit kind of throws you off as opposed to being able to spin off. And it is not just a kick. That is not accurate. Like there are many compilation videos of people. It changes depending on if you're using the flail. I'm not saying that there is custom and bespoke as an actual sync animation. Like, no. But I'm saying, like, no, you don't kick the whole time. You do lots of different things.
Yeah.
You punch, you bash with... What happens is people don't realize that they're performing a sync melee... Sorry, an unsynced melee. Because some of the... So, for example, with the... I'll give you an example. If you put somebody in a stun state, an execution state with the mace... It'll be a right-handed swing. And then you'll go right into a backhand finisher if you press the input to execute them. So it's stuff like that under the hood that's just trying to make it feel fluid as you rip and tear your way through crowds this time, you know? And that's legit. I mean, I'm watching a lot of people who watch my footage. It's not just kick, 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 kick. It's definitely like a lot of different things. And it's just, listen, it's in the spirit of a new fun zone. There's no way... I can't tell you how many people asked me at the first month of release of Doom Eternal to increase the ammo count. We can't do that. We can't break our fun zones. We must commit to the vision.
That's right.
You know, plus, like, it's got to be innovative. It's got to be new.
You guys still left in, you can do the jump execution, and that's essentially the sync glory kill. So there's the option there. If people want it, have it. You know what I mean? And they are cool animations, but again, they're cool when you do them seldom. They're way cooler. You know what I mean? Like, if you just happen to maybe like maybe there's like a mancubus that's like ready to be, executed, and you just happen to be like above them or like, shield bashing up to them, and you can get that, cut them in half in the middle, like unzipper them or whatever the people have been saying with like the shield saw as the execution glory kill. Feels good, but again, feels good because it's the like 1 second pause between basically like the fun dance of the fact that you're constantly having to think and react and not just be glory kill to glory kill to glory kill to glory kill, and dealing with crowds that way. So
Aragorn, Arathon, yes, it was so annoying when people claim you removed glory kills because of the repetition when it was really to maintain the flow of combat. Amen to that. It was repetitive in this game.
Right.
It's not repetitive in the other game because I'm only killing like 6 to 10 people at a time. In both of those games, you guys know you're slaughtering. You're the weapon. The theme was weapon of mass destruction. So I realize that people get passionate about how they feel about the other games,
of course,
and they give these large thesis statements about how we should make something closer to those games. The game that we always have to be tethered to, that we always have to be connected to, is the original Doom. That is the deal. If it's not like 1993's Doom, we don't have a case, And I think that each game that we've made pays some homage to those games.
100%.
You know, I think there's more Quake in Eternal. I definitely think Eternal with the jump pads.
I could totally see that. Yeah, the verticality,
you know,
100%.
Yeah.
And every tool for a specific job is very Quake. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. But no, we absolutely love glory kills. It's all just in the.
But it's also funny because in Eternal also, I mean, look at the inspiration on a lot of the enemy types. Look at the inspiration on how colorful and how like video gamey is. Like very Doom 2. Very Doom 2, right? Like so much inspiration pulled from Eternal that went from 2016 and went a different direction, but had this is the 93 to Doom 2 jump. Like you guys did the same thing in the homage. Speaking of, is it do you have it booted up? Should we?
I
know
do.
You wanted to run a little bit of
hold
Doom
on,
Plus
let me.
too.
I do.
Okay.
And hold on a second. Okay. We are booting. I think we're good to go here. Let's
you want to jump in?
All
right, let's see. All right, so we talked about wanting to show off maybe a couple different levels, right? So if we go to level select, I think the first one would be downtown. Yeah, you want to do that one first? That's a fun one. All right.
Okay, so.
Yeah, give yourself a little give all. So you got some weapons to start.
All right. Sound.
It sounds good on this side. What are you thinking? Less? You gonna turn the sound off? I was like, damn.
No, it's just really loud.
Oh, okay, fair.
How the hell do I lower this?
I mean, it'd be sound and music just together. Voice isn't really anything. That's just for like multiplayer stuff.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This soundtrack rocks.
I mean, this is the remix. This is Andrew Holschult. Is he in chat right now?
He's the best.
He really is.
Andrew, big shout out, brother. This is ridiculous.
For real. Not just talented, but just one of the best human beings born on the earth.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
He is a good dude. Holschult, are you here?
I know. There he is. He said hello,
there
boys.
There he is. What's up? Dude, this rocks.
Yeah. He's like, let's rock. Let's turn it down. Turn it all the way down.
This rocks as I turn it down. So you'll see, like, look, slow moving projectiles. So we've also heard that people have said that they didn't like the big open spaces like that. That's not an accident. Like Siege, the map we're going to play today, is designed off of spaces like this. And again, in playing the game.
Sorry, there was no game sound. There's game sound now. That was on me. I had to unmute it. It's unmuted now.
So, oh geez.
And I'll turn it up a little bit.
You know. All right.
I like how they put the invis up there just so, like, if you wanted to, you could kind of be invisible for a minute, but it's also fun to be seen because then, like, look at all the projectiles you're seeing between the Revenants popping off, and again, that,
oh my god.
The Arachnotrons, they got the fastest projectiles in the business, and they hurt like hell.
That's right.
You might want to grab that invis just to be not super.
Oh wait, I gotta get the cheat in.
Give all.
Because the point is, I just wanna show off.
Yeah.
The different design of the game.
Do you want to turn on God mode too, just so you can run around?
Yeah.
So good at cheats.
I'm good.
Are you good?
Yeah.
All right, then type in and enter code. I think you got to put like IDDQD, QD, and then submit. There you go.
So, as playing through, popping around different levels, like you'll see, we have these big giant spaces. This is all classic Doom. Now, for everybody that's in the know, this is just like you're thinking to yourself, no shit, dude.
Perfect course, right? Yeah.
You see all the projectiles and the way they move and the giant spaces that I have to move around. You know, this is what Dark Ages is based on.
Yeah.
So I don't think that, you know, making the player feel like this, giving them this kind of freedom,
you
know, is really what it was all about. And tuning the speed of the projectiles. And then what we've tried to do for 10 years now is create a proper chain gunner, a character with a hit scan weapon that actually has. The truth is, in Doom 2016, everybody's kind of a hit scan enemy because the projectiles move fast.
Yeah.
So the only thing you really feel in 2016 and Eternal is you have to keep moving, which is awesome. But in this with the projectiles at this speed, and given how distinct they are,
Yeah.
This makes you move with a little bit more intention. You're actually kind of like a bullet hell game, weaving between the projectiles. Some of them are green. Oh my God, there's green projectiles in the original.
You should parry him, man. Pull out your shield. What are you doing?
Yes, like look at where's the outrage? Look at all these colors in the original Doom. How dare we put green projectiles in our game?
Right.
Like that's because we're just trying to make something that captures the fun of the original Doom. That is what it's all about.
And like you were saying, like unlike the verticality of Eternal, like this is getting into the classic, like you're talking about the shmup, the how to avoid that stuff. It's the circle strafing is back, right? Like the horizontal axis is the important part. You want to do, I think it's third. No, yeah, there you go. Courtyard, 18. Yeah, this is a really good one. And then give all. Oh yeah, you already got God mode unlocked too, so hit both of them and then give all. Cheat. Let's go. I forgot that after you type them in once, they become just little options. Shout outs to Night Dive, everybody there. Kevin Cloud, Mike Rubitz, everybody that worked on these.
Oh, I just fell in here.
Adam Pyle, I'm trying to forget if I forget anybody else. Are you stuck?
Let's restart this level.
Let's do it. Or you could do ID clip. You have to do that from the thing just restart it is easier. What is it, 18? I think. Also, I got a first time chat here. This is from Yvonne H, and then a lot of other numbers and letters. It says, Hugo, I want to thank you for helping make all the amazing games, and thanks, Josh, for helping with these entertaining streams. Thanks for joining, man.
Yeah, Josh works hard at this. This is very much a byproduct of Josh's effort. He works really hard at setting all this stuff up. So
it's the least I can do after all these games.
You'll see how lethal these projectiles are, and just being able to weave between and my, just having the space. Notice how like flat. I'm stating the obvious here, but like there's a simplicity and an elegance to the way this is designed. That's why it's timeless. Like I can tell you right now, this is still fun. Now I've got my pressure units. These are like the Hell Knights in the new modern Doom game. I've got this guy who's going to throw something pretty nasty at me. I've got my Nightmare Imps. And the speed of the projectiles are perfectly tuned to the speed of the player. And what that creates is this three-dimensional shmup that just feels awesome to play. And this is what Doom is all about. I think one of the volume of enemies...
Yeah, that's major, right?
In these games is such a big part of what makes it just so much fun.
I also love like how fast the plasma shoots, considering it's like basically you're shooting even faster than the Arachnotron in Doom 2, and the Arachnotron is like the fastest shooting projectile enemy. So again, getting back to that power fantasy, even if you're outnumbered, you're kind of never totally outgunned, which feels good.
Right. And there's just, I said this in my No Clip documentary back in 2016, but there is a juvenile exuberance to everything in the original Doom.
Yes.
That is always what we were trying to capture, is that these concepts and the tone of this brand, everything looks like it was designed by some kid with a jean jacket on in the back of his math class, scribbled in the back of his notebook, with like a big pen. Like it just has that, horns up kind of energy to it.
Yeah.
That's fun, and it puts a smile on your face. Like, I think that's where things like the Cyber Dragon come from, is just trying to make sure that we're maintaining the tone of what you're seeing right here, because this is the original Doom.
Yep.
This is really what matters. I'd say there's a ton of Evil Dead in this, always.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's absolutely correct to say that Dark Ages is a bit of our Army of Darkness. Of course it is.
Yeah.
And so that's just being able to show that to you guys. That's where this stuff comes from. What do you think, chat? I mean, because I don't think that as much as we love 2016 and/or Eternal, those we're not taking anything away from those.
Mm-hmm.
Just the source material is always the original Doom.
Has to be.
These and the original Unmaker to the DLC. The original Unmaker. spamming the parry button trying to cheese it instead of actually trying to get them. No, I think the spamming of the parry is something that in an update we would like to be able to make an even tighter window for you guys. We're working on that actively. Like for those
For the
that
parry
want,
window, yeah.
yeah, Pedrulo 7. Did I just butcher that? Yeah, I think we're going to make we're happy to make a tighter window for you. By design, because of the frequency of the parries and how often we're asking you to do it, doing it at the blazing speed. It's not, Sekiro's like a 10 times slower game. There's way less enemies.
Yeah.
They could be much more strict about, their parries, but we definitely wanted to open this up a bit because of how much we're going to be asking you to do it. But I think through a patch, we would like to make it a little bit smaller. Separate keybinds for weapons.
We were talking about that, right? With like Peter, like that idea that there's maybe like in a future update, maybe like almost it can't be called Sekiro mode because that's another game, but the idea that like it's so razor sharp that if you block it at all and it isn't perfect, your shield just breaks, and then you have to wait for it to come back with that would be that'd be sweaty, but it'd be fun. Yeah,
it would be sweaty. And lastly, like again, I feel like this is a stream where we have to remember for the people who were they wanted Eternal 2.0, they wanted
the 1% of 1% of like high skill.
What we want is if we do the same thing again, it's not this, it becomes this.
Right.
Like it is never as good. It is always less than. The stakes have to go up, the spectacle has to increase. It has to, because like I already know who John Wick is. So in John Wick 2, 3, and 4,
it's a good
analogy, there's no mystery anymore about learning about him or the Continental. So that's where we have to, the story and the spectacle has to expand. We think about Fast and the Furious, like these worlds expand. It can't just be about drag racing and family and some gunfights. Like by the time we get to Fast and the Furious 5, I want to see a Ferrari get thrown out of a helicopter in Dubai. Like, so, or Rambo, Rambo 2. Rambo, we met the character. Doom 2016, we met the character. There's the mystery of knowing who that guy is and learning about that. It was a pleasure to work on that story and unveil to you this new hero who you had never met before, but you cared so much about. But that's very much like First Blood, right? In the Rambo series. But by the time we get to the second and third one, we're going to know who he is. So we can't go to another small town in Rambo 2, but this time in Ohio, and there's a new sheriff who doesn't like me. That's not going to work. So, by the time we get to Rambo 3, he's fighting all of communism in Afghanistan. And like that's true. But like I said, but then if we let the character settle, then, and most all entertainment design goes that way. Like there's no longer the mystery of who these characters are and what the world is. The special sauce of the first John Wick movie, the first Taken movie with Liam Neeson. So we have to go somewhere. Yeah. And usually it's about increasing, the spectacle. I think the Mission Impossible, I told this to the team today, the Mission Impossible movies are a really great example of that. It's like, remember in Mission Impossible 1 where the big, trailer moment is where he almost touched the ground? Like he fell down and he was inches from touching the ground. And
remember
that's
that string saved his life? Yeah, no.
Oh my God. Like,
and then what you had a John Woo movie, like a movie later or something. It was like, just totally different.
And now he's 63 years old hanging off the back of a biplane,
for like an hour at the end of that movie. Doing everything.
No, absolutely. And I think that, but then if we let Rambo settle, let a little time pass, then we could circle back and tell another quiet story about Rambo. And I thought that but the Rambo that came out after Rambo 3, that they took a long break, and it ended with that spectacular sequence when he gets on the back of that truck with that M50, the 50 cal, and then murders people for 10 minutes. But
I mean, we were talking about Prey, right? Like the Predator movie. It's like strip it all back, strip all the stuff back.
Yes, once you've taken a bit of a break. So let's do some dooming.
Let's do it. Switching in, waiting for it to boot, switching games. Shout out to Parsec, which you can see that we're using. Great program. And booting into Dark Ages.
Okay.
All right, so again, this is our nightmare run. I don't think we even touched the sliders, did we? Maybe we messed with them a little bit. I think we're back to default settings though, right, Hugo? I can't remember.
I got an AI chat summary.
What's it
for
say?
our chat. It says viewers are asking questions about Doom and Doom Eternal.
Interesting.
Like,
okay, thank you, AI.
Hey,
how much did that cost? We just burned a forest down somewhere to know that.
Thanks for the info. So many, yeah, it is funny. Okay. Where are we at? We're at Siege Part 1.
Yeah, the other one was just a testing. So okay. Oh, dude, we're at Siege Part 1. This is. I forgot that we. I know you mentioned at the beginning. I forgot we ended here. So I could just to start. This is my favorite level in any Doom game. Period. Sorry, it's just true. It's so good.
So, chat, you just saw the source material. You know, from Doom 1, it's weaving between projectiles and then making hit scan enemies really matter. That was the source material. To Doom 2 and the wide open spaces and the ability to strafe and dodge between this sea of different colored projectiles. And yes, as you saw, they had green projectiles in the original Doom. Where did we get this crap from? I don't know. We might have gotten it from the game that we're supposed to be making. So, King Novik has secured the talisman, and now the Sentinels regroup.
Ooh-wee. Also, I want to look at something here. So this is where we start.
What the hell, dude? I just skipped. I skipped the cutscene again.
Start it over. Hold on. Restart.
So that chat.
From the beginning.
That's the second time that has happened. So like, I'm able to like skip cutscenes.
Do start from the beginning. See what happens.
No. I'm telling you, like, that's a funky bug. Because that was chat. Did you see that? Like, no. I know I'm restarting the game, but I was just in a menu. Oh man, I'm gonna lose my. So this is really interesting. Like, I was just in the menu.
Yeah.
I pressed A to start the map, but I didn't begin with the cutscene, so the cutscene's not playing.
Right.
So if I press, I did that last week. I didn't hold it down. I didn't skip it.
Right.
So
you just hit like A to start, and then it just skipped the cutscene and went straight.
That's right. So that's the second time that this has happened on the stream. And that means that people are having that same experience where they're actually, if they take a break,
they're coming back and they're missing the cutscene.
Yeah, they're coming back and they're missing their cutscene.
And there's a lot of good cutscenes.
Did anybody ever have that happen? I mean, like, does anybody experience that where they're in multiple playthroughs, they find that they're actually like skipping?
I'm seeing some yeses, some can confirms.
Yeah, because what I just did was skip a cutscene without even skip.
But I'm also seeing a lot of people saying it's never happened to them. And only on replay, I'm seeing some people say. Never had that issue.
Well, it just happened now.
Gay Vulture says, maybe a controller problem? Keyboard and mouse never done that for me. Man, the hate. I'm telling you, we come with big Gen X energy, we come with the controller energy. They're like, that sounds like a controller problem.
Right, so I just have to...
Start from the beginning? Or did that just do it again?
I kind of want to do it again.
Okay.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, reboot. You know what that might have been though? Am I wrong? Did we load into Siege before, or did we not last week? Okay, I couldn't remember. Okay. I couldn't remember. I'm seeing Sammer Gaming saying yes in my first playthrough. It happened also. All right, so loading.
So here I am,
just having a good time. Okay, yeah, there we go. Cuts. Is there?
Chat, I gotta tell you, that's frustrating. That means that many of you are not getting the cinematics and the connective tissue between the levels, which is going to make these jumps feel very disjointed if you're not getting the stuff. But yeah, there's totally a massive cutscene to this level. Like, so
Tedekin says Hugo's vacation just got canceled.
It did. You guys, chat, you don't understand like how this stuff goes for me.
You're gonna be thinking about this the whole time.
Oh my God, the whole time. So now, okay, I'm gonna do this again.
Try from the beginning, the one more down. Yeah. Let's see. A. Okay. Well.
The ships are refueling, sire.
Well, there is a way, but you know.
Allow me to text people on my phone while you all watch this.
They're already watching right now, going, "Son of a, we're never gonna sleep."
Well, skipping a cutscene. Oh, I'm sorry, talking.
Until we
You're
get
good.
to the location, a new vault is being built.
Then let the Slayer guard it.
If what they say is true, then this is a part of our heritage, not the Makers. Valen, are you seeing anything?
No sign of activity, sir. Maybe he didn't survive.
Oh, hey, Hugo, MMA Fro, my boy, says you did load the level already last week. He just checked the VOD.
Yeah, but you have, but that.
So we might have loaded it, skipped it last week, and then so when they said they just checked the VOD. But you could be, I don't know.
Yes, but you still, it's supposed to play the cinematic every time.
When you start it from the menu for the first time, right? Okay.
Yes.
So Yeet 501st Street says, you were answering my question but got cut. Please release the Legionary skin as an add-on. It's too exclusive. I got all the other skins. I'm not in the US. Legionary, remind me, that's the one from the graphics card. Is that right, Yeet? 501st Street? I think it is.
He's breaking free from his chains.
Hey, yo. I love the walk, dude. And they're like, excuse me? Yeah, I got you, Yeet 501st Street. We're definitely looking into it. I mean, as of right now, it's an exclusive with the hardware when it's being sold. So after the GPU bundle is all sold out, we'll definitely look into it. It's not a forever no. It's not a forever tie. That's why it's all timed exclusive stuff. Question here for you, Hugo, from Reunda7. Hey, Hugo, I have a question. What made you and the team at id put letterboxes in the cutscenes? Not a complaint, by the way. Was that something that was planned early on or something that came about later on? The letterbox part of all the cutscenes.
I'm reporting bugs.
I understand.
Okay. Okay. What is happening?
The question was, for all the cutscenes, was the idea of putting letterboxes, you know, on top and bottom, was that like basically like what made the team choose them? It's not a complaint. They're just wondering if it was something planned early on or something that came about later on, as far as adding
It's just
the
part
letterbox.
of, you know, giving the cinematic feel to the overall, you know, telling like the whole thing. The whole game is meant to feel like a '90s action movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's the theme, you know. So Tony Scott letterbox seemed appropriate.
Makes sense to me. Sir Bonkus, Bonkulus, which is such a good name. I already answered your question. Yeah, I do the tweets on the Twitters and all the other platforms. So Doom Bible has a question for you, which is a crazy name on YouTube. Would the Slayer be able to return to the living world if the Sentinels didn't resurrect him?
I know that he'd be alive in hell. So part of we're jumping ahead here.
Yeah.
Story wise. Hold on a second.
You good?
By the gods.
Engaging deflector shield.
Lord Novick, it's a massive force. 3 legions word.
located, sire. No one can get in or out.
Yeah, so thank you. It is about producing hype, little aura farming, all of those things. Definitely meant to. Dude, it's popcorn. The tone of the story is straight summer action movie. Something that's all about spectacle and fun. So,
Marking the Hellgates now.
what was the question? Letterboxes.
Yeah.
Meant to make it feel cinematic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I got somebody in chat with the name Possibly Irish, which you could probably fix that with Ancestry lookup. They say, no question. Just hope Josh and Hugo have a great day. How nice is that?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Also, shout out to Zaus in chat /Moonfire Madeir, who says, Aura farmed.
That's right. All right, we're going to go off in this level, chat. We are going to... I think we've already shown the world that the accelerator is viable.
We
but,
did. But there's going to be more of it, too. You never know. We could just keep it going.
Yes.
That's right. Use those barrels.
Go with the...
What are you thinking? Because I think we've already got some investment in that. Yeah, we've got the heat blast happening. Man, melted that dude. Oof. I don't know why the sound effect of the result of a heat blast on fodder, just them popping, very satisfying. Look at that. Look at Hugo doing the proper... Takes a Mancubus, that little medium, stops him in his tracks. No fire... Oh, man. We were just seeing this guy last level. You really like de-arming the Mancubi. I could tell.
It feels so good.
It does. Dude, the Gore system in this game is outrageous. It's so good.
So low-key chat, another super strat is like farming. There's an upgrade for the shield that when I kill a bunch of fodder, I could actually charge up my shield, which that combined with the different upgrades that I just talked about, again, you're putting together these like combat sentences to just delete enemies. So, and it definitely makes the game just even more fun.
Yeah, lock that Arachnotron down. Dude, you're
Did
playing
I-
on Nightmare, but it feels like easy mode right now. You're just rolling, my friend.
I have been playing this game a lot.
I can feel it.
I already have that. I already have that. Don't have any of that stuff.
Took some damage. Slayer, we need...
All right, let's start getting some stuff going with this shield. Shield will check. Let's get. I already have a ton of stuff for shock. I'm gonna go with shock because that's kind of my jam.
Shock is it, man. Shock is fun.
It is fun. That one's already good.
I think. Do you have your phone on the desk? Because I can hear every time it vibrates through your microphone.
That's right. I do have it on my desk. That will set it off.
No, you're good. As long as it's not on the desk, I won't hear it every time. Somebody's like, "Hey, we fixed that already. Cinematics aren't a problem." Is that what they're saying right now?
Hold on a second.
You're good. Let me see here.
Okay. I'm going to turn off my phone.
Okay.
Okay.
They want us to finish answering the resurrection question. Didn't we answer it?
Go ahead. Go ahead. What is the resurrection question?
Wasn't it the if he didn't get resurrected by the Sentinels? Oh, I guess you said something about him being in hell. Remember we were talking about.
Oh, right. So
Yeah.
so he would be in hell when they. I'm going to spoil. We're jumping super ahead here, chap. So
Yeah, that's fair.
when he says we need something more permanent. It's because for the Slayer's sins, he knows that he will go to hell because the Slayer has committed mass, like, extermination. He's killed a lot of stuff in his life. So I think that he knows that he'd go to hell. So where he wants to send him to is a place that he wouldn't be able to escape. And then we're jumping super ahead here, chat, but we're doing it anyway. And then Valen, is willing to dabble in the dark arts just to try to send him a signal, a beacon, to try to bring him back, knowing that, it's kind of a desperate attempt. And that may prove to be a mistake, chat. I think we all agree that Valen doing that stuff isn't going to work out for him long term.
Yeah, we kind of have maybe a result of that in Eternal to remember. And his son. You could call him an icon, even. It's a little fun Eternal nod to everybody there. There you go.
That's right. All right, we're gonna do some secret hunting here because this map is all about that. And you see that, like, this is kind of like the realization of the modernization of a classic Doom map with all these open spaces and all this room to strafe and weave between various projectiles. The way we started off the stream, we showed you where the inspiration for that came from.
You're about to get a good collectible right here. I like you're about to put it away. Wait a second. Let me put it away. But love the nod. One of a few of the custom animations for picking up collectibles, which are fun. And playing that E1M1, which honestly is just one of the best songs ever written.
It is. Look at the spectacle.
Bro, yeah, the destruction, and then what's going on in the background. Oh, a little vagary to deal with. How are we gonna take this guy out? What are we thinking? Nice parry. Breaking the
So now
pieces.
everything I do is gonna be enhanced. And that was mostly because I was able to apply my damage, to the AI.
And again, for chat, I saw somebody asking. We're playing on Nightmare. I think this is default settings right now.
Yes, Nightmare default.
Yeah, the fact that Imp Stalkers early on teach you that if you parry their projectiles, they're just auto ready for the execution. It's just like such a satisfying lesson to learn, and it never gets old.
It is.
Picked up a little Mancubus there.
Ah!
That was a bug. We'll fix it.
That was a bug.
We'll fix it later.
Right. I love doing that. I love doing it like midair.
Yeah, dude, it feels
Feeling
ridiculous.
like Tony Hawk.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of which, we got I'm turning up the game audio just a little bit. You're good on your side. We got that was the coolest thing, right? Of all the collab stuff we've done, and we've done a lot, like Fortnite, Fall Guys, a lot of them in the last couple of years. Man, Tony Hawk 3 and 4 that's coming out. The whole deluxe edition is just Doom stuff. You get the Doom Slayer, you get the Revenant with his Doot animation, the custom skateboards. Like, how cool is that to have, the Eternal Slayer, from the shout out all the way back from Tony Hawk when you had the Quake 3 Doom guy in there. Like, how cool is that that's coming back to Tony Hawk now? He's like not as cool as killing every enemy on the screen, give me a second. Good night, sweet Pinky Prince. Alright. Tony Hawk 3 and 4 Deluxe Edition, getting the Doom Slayer from Eternal in there, plus the Revenant with the Dude animation. Hugo Martin, how cool is that?
Amazing.
Nice. Yeah, Radic9911 said, just finished the game. Never realized we can shoot the tanks. Was always deflecting their projectiles. I mean, deflecting their projectiles is a one-hit kill too, right? So not a bad strategy there either. Speaking of,
so
yeah,
right there, chat, because I was stacking. So because I was using my upgrades again, like layering the damage. So I get this one where I apply shock right here. My first hit of Paragauntlet, apply shock. Shock demons take increased damage from your attacks. So I always coat them with a bit of shock before, and then now I'm using my heat blast. So by stacking, you know, these systems together and laying them on top of each other, I'm putting together devastating combat sentences to delete AI.
I love that. I just got the best idea, but I can't do it from our Doom account because we can't use unlicensed music. But this is a challenge to somebody out there. So this is an old head reference, but Fist of the North Star, which is kind of like the OG of many things anime and action and everything else, because Kenshiro is like one of the coolest protagonists of all time. Their theme song, I think, was called You Are Shock, which I don't know if they knew exactly what that sentence meant grammatically, but it doesn't matter because it's cool as hell. Somebody please compile that song You Are Shock with Hugo doing some of these amazing shock hits like what he just did to that tyrant / cyber demon. I implore you out there, please. I want to see it. Tag me on social because I want to see it real bad.
I think I just left a bunch of gold back there.
Oh no, you got to get it, bro, because progression is the name of the game. Oh, this is the one you get later. You have to jump up there and jump off to the side, right? So it's through there to the right.
No, I got it.
You got this. Yeah. Just a hop, skip, and a little slide into some more Goldie boys. There we go. Yeah, that one doesn't open. Yeah.
Should have opened.
He's like, we gotta fix that too. That damn door should have opened.
Chad, I got problems.
He's like, it's all in my way.
Chad, I got.
Wait, you just did you actually pull the lever up there?
I did it already.
Okay.
Yeah.
You freaked me out for a minute.
Yeah, I did it already.
All right, good. I missed that. I was reading chat. I'm seeing a lot of shout outs.
Oh my god, I'm swimming in a Doom game. But we've been swimming in Doom games since Quake.
True. So
and
nothing
Doom
new
Eternal.
there. Thank God you can swim with the fishes like in Quake, where you hit the lightning gun underwater and just zap everything, including yourself. All of that was fun in multiplayer. That was good times.
That's right.
That's a strat. Shout outs to, again, Amazing
Wait,
Human.
I missed that sick classic painting remake. Where, chat?
Where was it? What?
I should know this. I really want to show that stuff off because the guys worked so hard on those things.
Hold on. Was it the one, not right there, to the right? To the left now?
Well, how am I supposed to look at it if I'm getting shot at?
There you go. That one? Is that what we're talking about?
That's not a good place to put art.
I think that it comes up again. Where was that chat? Hold on. Did I lose it? Might have.
I want to get my chain shot, yo.
Yeah, bro. You're getting it soon, and that is... It's a huge unlock. To me, it's almost like getting the meat hook in Eternal, where it's like, now the game begins.
I could do work with that gun.
Andrew Holschel, friend to all, asks, where does the Slayer store the gold, rubies, and crystals?
Listen, he's got big pockets.
He's a big dude with big pockets. You heard it here first.
He's got cargo shorts on underneath the...
Yes, dude! That's how he does it. That makes so much sense now.
He's got some dad energy. He's rocking some cargo shorts.
Period.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
So don't make fun of the cargo shorts, chat.
You hear that, chat?
I'm wearing cargo shorts right now, for Christ's sakes.
That's why he's got a laptop, a cell phone. He's got a change of clothes, a pair of shoes. It's all in there. It's all stored. It's all taken care of.
Been keeping it real, yo.
That's right.
All right, we're gonna have to deal with these things. Come out.
They want to see the Slayer skin with cargo shorts. If we can make that happen,
I think that would be awesome.
Big support.
You know it would be awesome, Chad.
I know. I feel like Colin, our concept artist, is if he hears that, he's like, I already made it. Here it is. Oh see it. Cargo short skin coming in the next update. That's right. So many pockets. Bo and YouTube calls them the Disney World shorts. I mean, there's a lot of dads.
Listen, Bo. You guys are rough, man. They're freaking cool. They're comfortable. They have utility.
I'm saying they're the which Ford do you have? Is it the 250 or 150? What's the number? What's your truck?
Oh, I have a 150.
It's the Ford F-150 of shorts. Period.
That's right.
It's just so useful.
Man, I gotta clean the inside of my truck really bad. I go fishing a lot. My daughter was in my truck yesterday. She's like, it smells like dead fish in here.
Oh no.
And yeah, she like freaked out.
You're like, this is the refrigerator. It's the place we store. It's the cupboard. It's the carrier of all things. All right, you gotta get out of the muck here. There you go.
I gotta get that upgrade where I'm charging.
Oh yeah. You also got to get rid of that mank up there because he's shooting the.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him.
The toxic stuff, and that's got to get handled. I see High Beam TF asking how many of the Slayer's weapons could you hide in cargo shorts? All of them. We just answered that. That's lore accurate now. Put it on the Doom wiki. Ooh, that charge up. Okay, there we go.
The sound effect, the sound cue for the charge up.
Oh, it's so good, dude.
It's so awesome.
Yeah.
So, if you can tell, chat, I'm low-key min-maxing quite a bit. So hit him with that, give him the stuff. Because the shock that I apply with my gauntlet is going to...
Uh-oh. We got a Cyber Demon on the field. There he is.
Dude's way dead.
Gotta get taken care of. I feel like you cleared the field enough where there shouldn't be too much projectile or anything distracting you from the damage that you're about to just... Look at that, dude. Phase 2. Automatic. Oh, dude. Interrupted that? Let's go.
Yeah, that kick is super strong.
Bro, you are zoning right now. It's feeling good.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, dude. Parrying that. Oh, you got the Nightmare Imps out on the field. Ooh, shit. Oh, no!
I didn't want to die.
Dude, that was full control until that projectile snuck in there.
That's right. These guys are going to pay for what they just did.
Ron Dude Man says, I wish Hugo Martin was my dad, was my dad, was my dad. I mean, he's got the cargo shorts. You could put him in there.
Just so you know, every time you guys say that, I show it to my kids. Like, you see that? There are people who think daddy's cool.
I love that.
And you know what their answer is? They're like, I don't care.
I mean, that's a very kid answer. Yeah. That makes sense. I'd probably say the same if my dad said that.
All right, we're gonna just lay waste.
That's right. Jan says, "Doom the fun ages." Welcome in.
Did you see right there again? Like, I was able to like do the thing, rotate, spin off, shield charge. Like, it's not about locking into synced animations. I would not be able to do that.
Yeah, that would break the flow.
It was. It's not that we don't like glory kills. It's just like we can't. We got to commit to a divine design philosophy, chat.
Oh, I like a divine philosophy even better. Let's just go one step further. Look, kids, this is a divine philosophy. Get into it.
That's right. All right, now coat him with the juice.
Yeah, dude. Coat him up. You're juicing him right now, dude.
That sounded a little gross, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Kabow, take some of that. I'm gonna give you some of this, and then you're dead.
Yeah, dude, you got the heat blast doing overtime. That feels good.
That would feel so good. I love the heat blast. But wait till I unlock the chain shot, because as we all know, that thing is just ridiculous.
Yeah. That thing be breaking bones and hearts. It's so good. Plow. Got him coated. Not today. Not like this. That arm just came off automatically. Dude, you just made a horror show out of that guy. That was nice.
That's right. And I saved the kick because the kick gets held onto.
Yeah,
all right, we are going.
What are you thinking? Oh, okay.
We
Love
need
that. You taking out the... But remember, you said Nightmare Imps were your favorite, even though sometimes they
Oh
do...
god, they're the hardest.
Yeah, they are. But that's why they're so... Ooh, spicy. Brother. Okay.
Oh my god! We gotta nerf this whole encounter.
The whole thing's got to get tuned. Turn it down.
right.
Get Peter on the horn.
It's loaded with bugs. I don't want to die. To be honest, I wanna show
Yeah, be honest. What do you want to show?
Evo and Maynard and all of those and Rachel that
How to play?
I can hang with them.
That's right. You're watching a speed run
I don't-
right now.
I gotta be honest, I don't think Raytro's even that good at Doom. Like, I've seen him, and he makes some technical errors, and he's really got to clean up his game.
You think his time could be better? You think it could
That's
come
right.
down? I see.
Yeah, that's it. You know what? I'm gonna turn this into my speed run. This is
We got to get a counter. I got to get a counter going.
That's
Damn.
it.
I got to get it going. All right.
look at this speed tech, Raytro.
That's it. Because remember,
I
this,
want
this is
this-
Nightmare. By the time we get to Pandemonium and Ultra Nightmare, you're going to be doing world records every level.
That's right.
Easy.
That's right. That's right. Did you see how fast I melted that guy, Raytro? You can't do that.
Impossible. All right, Pinky Rider.
I
Teach
keep
him.
it on 100% speed to give the demons a chance.
It's not for you, it's for
That's
them.
It is really. Look at that. Look at that combo.
Get coded and goaded. Oh,
And then boom.
oh, dude, love it. Love the.
I am
E-class.
really annoyed that I've died twice. I really didn't want to
It
die.
never happened. You're just starting this encounter for the first time.
That's right.
You're just really doing. I mean, this Cyber Demon. You're the worst nightmare of this dude. I'll tell you what. You're getting greedy, and I like it. Come on, stay alive. 10 HP, brother. Okay. Easy. Never in trouble, not once. All right, you better take care of these nightmare imps, man.
Yes.
You gotta have a plan here. I feel like you gotta keep your distance. Maybe shield lock them down. Get them off the field. Yep, that's good. Oh god, he almost got the swipe in. Okay, one down. Was there still one more nightmare imp, or am I making that up?
Yes.
Okay, I'm afraid of them. As David Bowie would say, I'm afraid of Americans, I'm afraid of the world. I'm afraid I can't help it.
All right. Where is the other one?
I
think I might have killed him already.
Okay, maybe you did. Maybe you took him out when you took out the stone imp. Brother. Okay, nice. Don't get greedy.
Yeah, but I think they're gonna come back.
Wait. There it is. Let's go. Chat, get it in your hand and squish it. Let's go.
I like how Actman asked where the suit upgrades are. They're right there, Actman.
Yeah.
You unlock them throughout the game multiple times.
I like how accusatory you say act man. You're like, listen,
Yeah.
act man. I will tell you.
You unlock about 12 of them.
That's
but,
right.
Okay, what's next here?
The power was inside of them all along. You just have to take it.
That's right.
If you want to do, yeah, if you want to go to the
First try, chat. First try.
every time. If you want to go do chain shot, it's like back around to the left hand side, but we can go up here see what's. I think there's a one of those turrets are up there. Turrets. Yeah, if you want to wrap all the way around this to the right, we can go into chain shot land.
Yes.
But there's really no wrong direction in this map. It's all leads to good encounters. I love this map so much, dude.
It is fun.
If I was back in college, I'd figure out a way to write an essay just about this map. I would figure it out. Anybody that's in school right now, what are you doing not writing essays?
That's one of my
and theses
favorite
about
things to
this?
do, chat. I don't know if you guys do this. You guys and gals do this a lot, but the when you throw the shield
Yeah.
and it comes back and ends up stun locking a Hell Knight, you know, in the back or a
Yeah.
character. Do you
Oh
guys do
yeah,
that?
like on
Just
the way
feels-
back, dude. I path them. I snake them. I start backing up so I can get them in the path
100%.
of it. Yeah, it feels good.
100%. It feels so good. All right, we gotta hit him.
Vagary trying to show you what a shmup looks like. You're just showing them what it looks like without their armor on. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
5 HP. It's a little spicy. You're a little close for comfort, but that's okay. You're getting it done. You got one more breakable part out there. Easy parry. Get that back. Oh
My God!
No!
That was a bug.
We gotta fix that tomorrow.
We do have to fix that. Let me get my phone and text people.
Get it fixed.
Let me
In
get
this
on that.
encounter, while we're playing it, fix the encounter.
Chat, don't go to Reddit.
Ever.
I've seen a Reddit post that says he's calling out how many bugs there are in the game. These are the jokes, folks.
Yeah, welcome to Jokestownville, USA. Population, everybody that's here.
Wait,
Speaking of
we
which,
gotta-
tell
we
us
gotta
our
take
numbers.
the
We
guy.
need an update on how many viewers we have in both YouTube and,
Yes, how
and
we
Twitch.
doing, chat?
You gotta tell us. What's the number? Death number 37. You're making stuff up. Rip Gas Baron. Good name. I'm seeing around 656/666 on Twitch.
We were 1,000.
Yeah, we're 1,267 on YouTube. I'm seeing a lot of 666. I'm seeing billions of us. All right. Thanks, Arrhythmia. I like that number. Let's go with that.
You can't ask chat.
They're just gonna
What?
give fun answers.
That's right. Somebody go message Retro that I am just showing him up right now.
Yeah, tell him if we're comparing speed runs. I mean, we've already
That's
lapped
right.
him in this one. Did you get the one on the left over there?
I did.
That's hidden. You got that one already?
I think I did.
Oh, it's that one. Yeah.
Cock.
there you go. Got it. Nailed it.
All right.
Let's get that. What are you gonna upgrade? Are you saving this stuff for the chain shot right now? What are you thinking? for upgrades?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to go. I want to go ham on the chain shot. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It's pretty dang good.
We just got a raider from Rytro Meta Live that says speedrunning mentioned. Let's go. They're raiding from Rytro's stream.
I'm curious if Retro could teach
He's in
me.
here right now. He says, "I think Hugo
Rachel,
might
do
world
you think
record
you
true."
Can you teach me how to speedrun? Is that even?
Yeah, can you just
I would like to.
do that? Figure that out?
Oh wait, god damn it!
You getting whipped by the? Oh no! Oh, there you go. There you go. Easy mode. Nice, Matthew Perry, Katy Perry, finish it. Get rid of him, dude. There you go.
That guy almost killed him.
Meta Live says we could totally hook that up. They could teach you.
I want to join the group.
That's right. Speaking of which, all right, here's a shout out, direct shout out, and a real thing that we can action. Rytro and company, holler at me for this QuakeCon. Maybe we can get a speedrun room going again. Maybe we'll also do some community streams in there in between.
Yes.
Let's get it together. Holler at me. Get a schedule together. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Also,
We should.
everybody for QuakeCon this year, the 7th of August is when it starts. 7th to the 10th, I think. Grapevine, Texas / Dallas. Gaylord. It's like an entire ecosystem within a hotel. Huge, beautiful, fun. It's all friends and family. We want to see you there, so come. Even if you don't have a BYOC ticket, you can get a general admission ticket for cheap. Figure it out. Get a friend. Stay with a friend. Make it happen. We gotta all hang out this year.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe we can do a stream where they teach us some speedrun tricks. Maybe we can figure that out. That'd be fun.
I would like to do it.
Yeah, we got to do it live at QuakeCon though, so figure it out, guys. Figure it out. Be there.
And yes, Retro, I was on your stream last night. You didn't. No, he knows it was me because I jumped on his Discord
Oh, nice.
or pinged him.
You're everywhere, man.
I was very active.
Nice. Retro says, "Oh heck yeah, we'll be in touch about Doom speedrun shenanigans." Good. That's what I like to hear. I had a question. Where was Horde Mode Gaming? On YouTube. He says, "Hugo, will we ever learn about the Sentinel Wolves?" That's a good question. What
I
about the
wanted there
wolves?
to be Sentinel Wolves in this game.
Yeah.
I thought that when we introduced the green Sentinel Wolf in Exultia,
Mm-hmm.
the goal was to then, introduce it as like a mechanic in this game. But
Yeah.
didn't really work out that way. Like, it's a little bit difficult to just kind of on paper. It's a cool idea, but in practice, that happens a lot. You know, like the idea of it is better than the execution. That's not to say that we still couldn't figure it out and that it might not still be good. It's just, by the way, how good does this upgrade feel?
Oh, dude. The
I think
sped up,
it's like-
the
like-
haste on the pulverizer, brother. It's so satisfying. Especially when
It
you
really
get it
is.
to the point where it's, you know, rewarding itself with ammo when it's fully upgraded. Dude.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the gift that keeps on giving. And you get addicted to the speed of that, the way that thing shoots.
Yes. So that's one of the upgrade loops that I'm talking about, is like via progression. Big shout out to Peter Sokol
Oh, yeah.
and his entire design team. But I think that these
right.
progression, you know, put into the game just feels so good. And
I
we
heard-
spend a lot of time like refining that stuff, putting together those combat sentences that feed off of the main loop. Oh my goodness.
Excuse me? Must be a
Yeah,
mistake.
totally.
You just wanted to show how life sigils work. Now they know. Where did I just read that? So apparently Draku, the legend speedrunner, just sped run last night, 100% run with a time of 4 hours and 48 minutes. Damn. That's good, but I think I just told you, didn't MMA Fro, what was his timing? He just sent it to me the other day. I think it was lower than that. Okay, it was actually just barely higher, 4 hours and 50 minutes. So maybe that's the going rate. Maybe Draku's got it. This is the part, by the way, that Hugo, we love so much, right? Is right now all the speedrunners are doing all their different kind of runs, and they're all competing for the world record, and it keeps changing by like a minute or two every day or so. It's so fun, dude. Love that.
It is so fun.
Man, Meta Live's calling out MMA Fro. Says hasn't quite hit 100 yet. He missed a few bits of gold. All right, let's give him a break. But also they say we got to teach Hugo JTJ, belly skip, forest gap jump, all the goodies. I love the wild, you know, crazy names that all these little skips
These
get.
guys are nuts.
Dude, it's fun, man. I love it all. Man, for a console runner, MMA Fro is just getting roasted in chat. I was on timeout for 60 and Cheeks comments, what's up?
Wait, what happened?
MMA Fro said, I was on timeout for 60 and now I'm getting cheeky comments. What's up? Cheeks comments. I love it.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Did you do something wrong, MMA Pro?
I think he's just getting, apparently he's playing on console. Apparently he missed some gold in one of his 100% runs. Just you know, the good old banter that speedrunners have with speedrunners. That's all.
Right.
It's good old fashioned schmack talk. A lot of schmacking.
Okay, we got that.
Mm-hmm.
We got, what else we got here?
We got to get that chain shot, brother.
Oh, this shredder stuff is wacky.
Oh,
yeah.
that's good
Oh, yeah.
times.
No, I'm going to say, I should have saved my, God
Did
darn
you,
it.
Did you
I
just
didn't
use
wanna-
some of the rubies?
I did.
Yeah, boy.
Shoot, I was
Yeah,
saving
boy.
them.
You got
Alright,
you got too. You're having too much fun in that menu. You're like, I want to upgrade this. I want to upgrade that. Let's do it all. There it is. Getting rid of some of the. I do really like how their projectiles block your shield, though. It feels good because
Yeah.
it makes you have to play smart around them and time your stuff. Dear Pinky Rider, what if you weren't riding anymore? We're about to knock these. There you go. Dude, you got him coded. He's ready to go. Damn. Damn, little shot in
I'm-
the end, too.
That's right.
Savage.
I am the Pinky Hunter.
You really are, dude. Damn.
It feels good. Like there's a flow state. I'm assuming, chat, you're experiencing the flow state of this game and enjoying it because it feels awesome.
Yeah.
And a tremendous amount of work. That's not an accident. Okay, so now my shield is coated. Notice the glow, and I'm gonna
Got
delete
that
this guy.
charge shield, dude.
Yeah.
That thing
So like
feels
farming
lovely.
the sheep.
Dude, you just
you know,
hit
between-
that one on the way back, by the way. On the you threw it, and
Yeah.
then the Arachnotron got in your path on the way back. It feels so good.
Yes. No, it does feel awesome.
Sorry, I didn't mean
and
to cut off your flow there. What were you saying?
no, but just farming the sheep for power is
Yeah.
what the game is all about. Like you slaughter them in mass, so you could charge up your resources. you know, the flow state in this game is based on Leonidas and 300, and you know, being able to create builds through progression that allows you to like put combos together that just delete AI.
That's good, man. Ooh, so many barrels being. Oh, that worked out actually. Oh my! Did you just heat wave him in the sky? Is that what I saw right there?
I blew him up.
Damn,
I messed
brother.
him up, chat.
Damn.
I'm going too fast for the game to register the damage that I'm creating.
Yeah, another shout out from about the wolf. This one's from Connor5899 on YouTube. He says, Hugo Josh, you could add a summoned wolf in the DLC as a shield rune attack. Ooh, shit, okay. Where the one lunges at the enemy as a single high damage projectile. Gonna repeat this until you see it. Want to see the wolf. That's a cool ass idea.
That's 1000% what I wanted to do. But so what happens is that was the plan, and then the wolf is an AI, so you have to create traversals for the wolf to do that, and you have to do it everywhere, and so it's not. It's just a talent, you know. Like, but I totally agree. I think summoning an ethereal wolf, and then what I wanted to do was that through an upgrade. Well, not me. There was a discussion around this. I don't want to sit here that I sat there and by myself came up with the idea, but in discussions we were talking about summoning packs of wolves.
Ooh.
So like you would start out with one wolf, and then a fully upgraded one you would summon a wolf.
That's too cool.
Isn't that awesome, chat? Wouldn't that be awesome?
Would they have to
do that?
I wonder. Okay, this is we're getting technical and silly because why the hell not? I wonder if because obviously the hardest part, like you were saying, is the traversal, right? Like the wolf, if they're on the ground, they'd have to actually like navigate geo correctly and stuff.
Yes.
What if it's almost like something in between? Like, you know how Holy Strike just like kind of comes down on high? If they're just like spirit wolves, can't they just like kind of just like come from any angle so they don't have to do the traversal thing?
Kind of like in movies when like ethereal horses never really touch
brother.
the ground. They're just yeah. No, I'm super down with that.
That would be nasty.
So I'm not ready to give up on that. I think that could be, really cool. No promises, chat, but I think that would be awesome, right?
That'd be sick.
Who here votes for ethereal wolf pack
Let's see
as a shield rune upgrade?
Let's see it. Let's see the wolf pack love.
They only read chat on Twitch. No, that's not true. I read chat on all.
We just that was from YouTube. That question was from YouTube. What are you talking about? All right, I'm seeing 1000%. I'm seeing ooh, that's a good response too. I think. I vote for ethereal wolves. Hell yeah, 100% yes.
Oh, wait,
I'm seeing a lot of ooh. I'm seeing wolf emojis.
I left gold in there.
No, you didn't. Did you?
I did leave a piece of gold in there. Why'd I do that?
We'll forget about that. We'll just call it 100% at the end. Dude, I'm seeing a lot of nothing but love for the wolf pack. I know, dude. All those fodder leveled.
That's right.
By your boots on the ground. It's the weight of it.
So you see that the layout of this level, chat, is very reminiscent of the classic Doom map that we started this chat out looking at, or the stream.
Yep. Little courtyard, little downtown, little big wide open explorable spaces.
God, that felt awesome.
Yeah, dude, Wolfpack. I'm gonna think about that one. That's a good one, man.
It'd be sick.
That would be sick.
We didn't have time. I mean, like I love the ones that we have. And then there's just the issue of like, you want to make sure that it's not exactly like the daggers. Like I think you want to make sure that it's different.
True.
So chat, we would need ideas around like
how to do that. Yeah. Like, what's the expansion of that idea? I got a question for you coming from a buddy of ours, an fellow artist, Sean Mooney. Saying, Joshua, buddy, can you ask Hugo about the Simon, I can never know how to say his last name, Bisley influence? Bisley, the British
guns.
comic.
Yeah, he did, everything in Doom is very heavy and chunky. And we wanted to have the weapons. There's a I'm not going to say this right, FAK2, FAKK2, heavy metal cover that he did with Julie Strain and Kevin Eastman's ex-wife. And Kevin Eastman's the guy who created Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and he was married to Julie Strain, who was the model in the red bikini in all of the heavy metal covers that Simon Bisley did, and they were all friends. And so
That's awesome.
there's a thickness and the proportions of the guns in Simon Bisley's work was a big part of the inspiration for the look of our game.
That's a great question. Speaking of which, did you see? I think heavy metal's coming back. It's being like Kickstarted or something right now, like the magazine, which would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody involved with that stuff is very cool. Kevin, it's a trip to, like I told you, we were name dropping last time, and I did get to meet him a couple times through Tim Miller at Blur, and he is just a super cool guy. And it's just a crazy thing to hang out and be like, hey, you created Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Of which you
That's
spent like a lot of money and time on, which is awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nice. Deleted.
All right, so let's charge up my sword. That's the cool move, is to slide around, as Josh said, and chop up as many of them. So now I'm sitting there with a sword, a shield charged.
That's right.
Obviously, Chad, I know where all the secrets are, so we're just kind of speed running this. What do you think of this speed run, Retro? Is it good?
Yeah, what's the... I mean, we're setting a world record right now, I'm pretty sure.
I think we are.
0
I
deaths.
feel like we're at like 45 minutes.
Easy mode. Yeah. I like you're like 45 minutes for one level. You're like, oh, that's good, I think. Pretty good. So. Okay, it sounds like we're only... Pate Guy on Twitch is saying we're only about 300% behind par time. That's pretty good, I think, actually.
Like it.
Yeah. 300% sounds like a good number. I like that. We're doing 300% right now.
It does.
That's more than 100, I think. Yeah, I'm seeing, because you mentioned a sword, people are asking, will we see the Crucible blade again and maybe DLC?
I'm just being honest. I'm always super honest with you guys about mechanics or different things that I think could have been cooler. I wish the Crucible sword was a more integrated tool. A lot of what you see in more integrated tool in Doom Eternal, like, it's cool, it's awesome, but it's a one-hit swipe, and you don't, with a game that was already had such a really tightly designed loop with a lot of inputs. I don't know that there was room for one more. It was a nice get out of jail free card, but
For Eternal,
what you see with Dark Ages is that every input has depth and gets reused multiple times. So if we did something with a Crucible sword, I would just want it to be more integrated.
Makes sense.
Not quite so tacked on.
Yeah.
And that, listen, opinions vary. People might say I thought it was perfect.
Fair. Valid.
And that's nobody to blame for that but me. But I do think that just something that felt a little bit more integrated would feel good.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, so we're gonna open with a bash, block, bang, block.
Still works, still works. I was afraid of that projectile ending, but this is why I love right now when there's fodder on the board, like those damn soldiers, because those projectiles are threatening, dude, that whole fight.
So they are. The thing about chat, what your parry does, so your parry creates an AoE blast that creates stun locks everything around you, and that's like creating the circle in the schoolyard when the two kids have a fight. You know what I'm saying? There's like a circle that forms around them.
That makes sense.
So you can be, so long as you're engaging in the loop, you're going to be protected from like pressure units kind of bum rush you. Now, you do have to clean up the fodder. You can't fight the black belt. God damn it. You can't fight the black belt until you get rid of the white belts first. Otherwise, the white belts are going to chip away at you.
Yeah. Because your focus is pulled on the black belts.
Right.
Rich Oversteers says, Josh, will the Bark Ages t-shirt get added to the International Gear Store? It's US only. It's US only because, again, it's feeding into the US-based 3 organizations, the animal shelter welfare situations on this side. So that one's a US exclusive because the whole entire setup of the donations from id, from Bethesda, from Xbox are specifically going to the 3 that are kind of spread out throughout the U.S. So that's a
screwed
US
that up.
only thing. Nice.
Oh, dude!
See, that was a perfect example. That
was a
that
well. I was so
soldier projectile.
stupid. the way that I was doing that was so dumb.
We were fighting that black belt with way too many white belts on the board.
Well, and I also, yeah, totally. And I was dumb for switching to the. There is tactical advantages to each tool, and
yeah,
that the using the chain shot against an armored leader mank is not really advised.
yeah, that's fair.
It's not that it's bad. It's just not.
But it's just there's so much
ideal.
HP, and it's like that's not a chip. That's like a
Right.
you want the single impact thing to make enough, and it kind of doesn't with that. And I mean, at least the way it's upgraded, like unupgraded right now, anyway. Later on, it gets
Wait,
to
I
be a
want to
better
take him
option.
out with the chain shot.
Now we're talking. He's coated, dude. You watch out for those white belts. That white belt.
Oh my god, I didn't get rid of enough of them.
That white belt swipe. That was it, man.
That's right. That is annoying me. We have to take out more of these mothers.
That's right. We gotta just clear the board before we start taking out the bigger chess pieces. Locked him down. Chain shot him to death. I love that back one where he's like, what's that behind me? But you
Right.
cut his line. Those skulls are deadly. You ever get hit by one of those, that's usually the end of a run. Alright, we're in phase 2. Ooh, you got lucky on the iframes on that projectile right there. Nice, nice. Dude, okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. Now we're cooking. Because I was going to say, I feel like Hugo right now, you're an imp hunter, but you're also like the cyber demon's worst nightmare. So now we're keeping that true. Beautiful parry on the projectile. All right, so now.
So I charged. If chat saw that my shield was charged because I farmed the imp.
That's right.
So I'm kind of like, you know, min-maxing using progression. Let's charge up that shield.
Let's get it. All right, it's charged. We're gonna bash. Or we're gonna throw it. What's the play? It's almost ready. He's getting. All right, here we go. Nice parry. See, that's the play right there. Is if you could bait him into that ground pound, then.
That's it. If I could stand my, if I could time it, and then so he had to maintain, and if I could burn him down before the maintain gets out there,
I love that.
then I'm gonna be able to.
Gates eliminated.
The turrets are back online. Get the transports ready to launch.
That's the question. So MetaLive is asking, is there a story behind the chain shot being the only weapon without an official alternate version?
Yeah, there was another one,
Right.
and but from a development perspective, the gun list was already just so big.
Yeah, that's fair. And also the function of the chain shot is so unique that like I feel like the alt was probably too alt, so it just made sense to keep it pure, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm seeing, who is this on YouTube? La Chow Saleh. I don't know if I said your name right. Question: will the Baron of Hell return in the DLC? I would love to see a classic version of the Baron in the newer game, similar to how the Gladiator looks. I mean, the Cosmic Baron is the Baron, right?
Yes.
Baron's already on the map, and he's from the Cosmic Realm. Deal with it. Also, I love the pressure that the Cosmic Baron puts on you. He's really, really
See that?
fun.
See how I back?
What'd you do? Damn, you really are the Pinky Hunter. Yeah, dude, getting the shield to kill a fodder on the back end, bro, it's addictive. Nice, stopping the Arachnotron in its tracks by stopping it with the shield.
Did you see what I just did?
Yeah, saving
Like
that
how I
kick.
stunned, got back, came back. Like that was it. Like that was just another perfect example of like being able to just roll off stuff, you know, fluidly without being interrupted.
Gialu, the Art of Gaming, says, hi, I have finished the game in WoW. Incredible game. Thank you.
I am in a complete flow state. That's what the whole point of all this mumbo jumbo fun zone stuff is all about. It's just allowing you to achieve this like action gaming flow state.
I mean, we talk about it all the time, right? Like,
I think it's very addictive.
Yeah, you got like, you know, Devil May Cry has theirs, Bayonetta has theirs. Platinum Games are known for like how the things combo and how all the combos feel good. So there's like the creative freedom there too. This is definitely
That's what we do. What we do at it is we make FPS flow states.
That's right.
I already did that. Did I already do that? We're not gonna 100% this map, chat.
Cause we might have skipped a little bit of gold just to come back to it another day for later.
Yes.
This is just the nightmare warm up anyway. We're not even in Pandemonium yet, so it's okay.
That's right.
Oh, there's some gold down in their hills. Oh yeah, here we go. Welcome to Tentacle Town. Population, like 8 of them or something. Alright, maybe not 8. Yeah, look at that, a life sigil. Good to have. And again, if you're playing Pandemonium right now, that's the only thing that keeps your run alive, is getting more of this. What do we got? We doing chain shot?
I wanted to save chain shot's gonna need more.
Oh yeah, we need one more of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. One more ruby. Cosmic Breach. I forgot it's called that. It's cool as hell. Poo-Poo70 says, Cosmic Barons are my personal fave. Yeah.
Yeah, they're really cool.
The pressure they put on you is really, really fun to deal with, especially when you get to, what is it? I think it's in the last level. You get like start to get 2 at a time in both the Gore nest and even outside of the Gore nest. I love it, dude. It's really, really fun. Lots of pressure. Oh yeah, Metal Live's asking if we've ever tried max sliders, maxing the hard ones and setting the helpful sliders to minimum. Oh yeah.
No. Oh,
Yeah,
there's
because,
one
like,
more.
no.
I have not strike the demons with the flail 25 times. Man, we didn't do that. I haven't really been doing the challenges.
Oh yeah, we've been kind of ignoring those since they started turning on. Because I think you're going to need the Hell Knight is one of them, right? It's like a certain amount of parries in the Hell Knight. I'm trying to remember what the 3 ones are for this one. One of them's... No, that Secrets is a later level. I'm trying to remember what the other 2 are. I think we kind of talked about this last time, but Blue Shadow on YouTube is saying, question, why is there a 3 life limit when Eternal it was unlimited? Probably because of Pandemonium, right? And like the design. Because remember, we used to have, what, 5 in earlier days of dev?
Yes.
For max life sigils?
Are the, hey chat, are the, I forget, are the,
Wait, turn around.
see,
Turn around.
the hell
Did you already
cannon-
go? Did you already go under there? The one on the left, over there, the hole that you can swim down into. Did you already do
I
this
did.
one? Oh, okay, my bad.
Did,
I didn't see it.
Are the hell cannons marked on the map, chat? I forget.
I don't think that they are. Yeah, no, they're not. That's such a sneaky piece of gold right there. That one screwed me up like 15 times. To be like, where is that little wooden thing it's hiding under?
I have one more hell cannon. I kind of don't want to leave until I get it.
Oh yeah, you gotta get it. I think, yeah, that's actually Golden Path still. Is it the one? Let's see. I'm trying to think of the ones you've already gotten. It could be the one more towards the early part of the level, I think. Because you already got the one out here by the Vagary, and the one that was protected by the enhanced, like, Pinky Rider and all the shield soldiers. You already did that one.
Hey, chat, where's the one I need to get?
Tell us. You're missing the cannon by the mountain. Monk, we need more information. That's...
You're missing the one by the rocks.
By the gray rocks, not the brown rocks, the gray rocks. Oh, okay. Somebody said it's in Siege 1. You son of a... You're missing the one near the upgrade station at spawn. Oh, okay, yeah. It's near the beginning of the map. Like by the bridge. It's over by there. I think that's right. Thank you. I can't even read your name out loud. I read it, but I don't think I can say it in chat. Yeah, that's fair. Somebody's giving us grief because they have the audio that you can hear. They're telling us we can use our ears. Thank you so much. I didn't know that we could use our ears.
Listen, chat.
The spice of it all.
Which one?
Is it the one to the left of here? Up. Yeah. Well, look at your map real quick. Let me see something. Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo-boo. Yeah, to the left it gets over there.
Right.
Is that right? I don't think that's right. Not in the lake. What's up, Jackbone? Did you see that we showed the poster earlier? We showed your previous poster we used to use for community streams.
Are you guys sure where is this stupid thing? I don't want to leave till I get it.
We got to. It's definitely not over here. It's definitely on the other side, like going forward and then to the left. I don't think to the right.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Son of a... Alright, Draku. Draku's in here, shoutouts. He told us it's right there. Thank you. We see it now. Don't forget the gold!
The last cannon has been destroyed.
Alright, how do we do on... If you hit the map? We're missing one collectible.
I'm good. I feel good about myself.
Look at your secrets. I mean, don't never forget.
Right. If I do get that, I'm good.
I'm
ready to.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I do, dude. If I don't go and do my shopping here, I'm gonna be in some big trouble.
That's right. Oh
so
yeah,
you're right. I got to motor over to.
We did hear the list at the beginning of the stream, and it's
right. Very demanding.
That's right.
Very specific.
Very unreasonable. No, just kidding. Very reasonable.
Watch this cool cinematic.
Check it out. Big old hand goes. Squish. Double squish. Look at that big old boy. Dude, that armor is sick. It looks like something bigger than him could just pick him up or something.
It is.
You think this fight's gonna go good? Ooh.
Right. That's awesome.
There's something cool about using like your own side, like the other side in a war to like break their wall. Like you didn't break it,
yes.
You used their guy to break it. That's nasty.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys. If I don't get out of here soon,
it's time.
I'm gonna be in some big trouble. So yeah, I got a motor over there and go try and look respectable.
I mean, the hair's already there. It's set. It's laid, as the kids would say.
That's right.
It's seated.
That's right. Chat, 0 deaths. That was Dude, that's got to be top 10 speed run. What was that? Like an hour?
Maybe
And,
hour and a half. I don't know. Easy. Perfect run. Great time.
Take that, Retro. And thank you guys so much. Yeah, super fun. Flow state, the flow of death,
The flow of death.
the flow state of death. It feels good.
But you're gonna flow for 3 weeks in Europe. You're gonna see it
That's
all.
right.
You're gonna do it all.
Listen, we really genuinely love, all baloney talking aside, love getting a chance to do this for you guys, playing, celebrating the incredible work of the team. Shout out to everyone it did. I mean, it's just such a fun experience. It's all we wanted to do was provide you guys with the new combat puzzle that was worth your time to master and feels super good. Hey guys, wait a minute. Marty's here. Do you want to say hello?
Yeah, get him on.
You gotta say hello, Marty. Like, what's that?
Don't press A right there.
Marty has to come over here and say hello. Hold on. He's gonna stick his head in right here.
Get him on.
There he is. Look at that.
Get in your frame.
He's telling me not to press A.
Yes, that's
What?
what you did to create the non-bug.
Because I press A right here.
If you press A there, it goes and it starts the next level, which you can't, like, just if you hit back, you'll go to the main menu. And then when you come up next time, you'll play that level to start and it'll have
I prefer to think it's a bug.
I think it is too, but also I love that Marty is reprising his role as IT tech support because he is always right around the corner, dude.
I was in my we had a
Good stream.
thank you, Marty. Marty says hello, everybody. We had a good what do we have? Launch party, and it was really fun.
Yeah,
and I got to give a good speech to Marty and all that he does, and you guys just saw it right there. Guy runs upstairs just to talk about what's going on with the game and help us out. So big shout out to Mr. Marty. He's always there for all of us. So.
Right.
We are. I love getting to play this stuff for you guys. It feels really good, and getting to show you where the source material comes from. Shout out to Ethereal Wolves. That's what I'm saying, chat.
Yeah, dude.
I've been wanting to do that for a while. A pack of wolves attacking somebody, that would be awesome,
brother. The shield, rune, pack of wolves, ethereal wolves.
Yeah.
They don't have to do geo. They don't have to do all that complicated stuff. Just mist out of the sky. Just group
That's
up.
right. Yes. No, I think it would be so much fun. So anyway, thanks again, guys, and wish me luck because I don't like shopping. I really don't. I only shop online with nerdy branded T-shirt outlets and then cargo shorts, but apparently that's not acceptable. So not when you go to Europe. I have to look cool. So as my daughter says, no octopus shirts. She's talking about Cthulhu. So we'll see how it goes. But thanks again, guys.
You got to come back with like a croissant review. We need some reviews, some gelato review. You need to come back with some reviews for next time.
I'm gonna go to the Louvre. The Louvre means a lot to me. Yeah. I'm not bringing I'm not bringing my family because I don't want to hear the "Let's go" stuff. Daddy's going there, and I'm gonna spend the whole day there.
I love that.
And I'm really looking forward to it. So. Thanks again, guys. We will see you in a couple of weeks. Play cool stuff, and I'll try to. I ain't gonna play nothing. I'm never gonna play video games. That's what it feels like. I can't get to my stupid video games and play video games. I just keep playing Doom all the time, which I love. But Jesus God, I want to play other things.
As chat said today, tonight you were locked in. You might have been farming. There might have been aura. It was all happening. So
I was inspired by the cinematic. He's aura farming, and so was I. So anyway, I love only playing Doom. I'm not saying that I don't, but I've been playtesting Doom, guys, for like 3 years.
Maybe a couple of days,
Yes. But it's awesome. It's super fun. I can't wait to get to some of the later stages because we all know that after Siege, this is when the combat really starts picking up, guys.
Amen to that.
This is when we really start testing a great second half of the game too with some of those encounters.
That's right.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Later, y'all. See you in a couple weeks. Later. Stay safe. Have fun.
Bye.